All right, so homework from 1.3. You have cubolinks here. Everybody has some cubolinks. What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at number 4 together. So make each composite object with cubes. So obviously, this in letter A here, this one has 3 links, 3 cubolinks stuck together. And I don't know how I can do this without a little knob sticking out, but whatever. So looks like this. I guess this way for you guys. Yeah, this way. And so what we want to do is we want to assume that each face has an area of 1 square unit and determine the surface area of each object. Now, you can handle this and it might help you to spin it around and take a look at all the sides. So let's do that. So we have 1, 2, 3, okay, on the front. And if you flip that around, we have, on the back, we have 4, 5, 6, right? And then we have one here on the end, right here. So 7 right here is 8, right here is 9, right here is 10, 11, 12, and then underneath on the underside, 13 and 14. So do you guys get 14 out of that? Let's double check, okay? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I get 14. You guys get it? Yeah? Awesome. Okay, so A is 14 square units. 14 units squared. Okay, so add another block and find out how that changes the surface area, and I'll do that as well. So adding another block here, each cube has 6 surfaces, right? But when I stick these two together, what you have to understand is that I'm covering up one of these sides and I'm adding only 5 extra surfaces for this one. So if I count these all now, what I can do is kind of take a little shortcut and say this whole thing here before was 14. I have to subtract this side that's covered up. So minus 1, I've got 13 now. And then I have to add 1, 2, 3, backside 4, and then this side 5, plus 5. Okay, so that should be 18 by my count. Let's just double check. So I'm going to go ahead and count this. It looks like this for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the front and back. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay? So this is 18 square units. So what we want to practice here is knowing that when you stick things together, you cover up 2 sides. One of the thing that you're sticking and one of the things being stuck on. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to finish question number 4. All right, so what did you guys get for C? 22 is correct. 22. So we're adding another one on there. And D, what do you get for D? D is 20. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this one. A different arrangement, if you notice, covers up a bunch of different faces here. So there's a lot of faces that are covered up. So D is actually fewer units squared. All right. Now E and F. Okay, so let's take a look at E and F. If you look at B, B is very similar to E. So B has, oops, somebody lost a cuboid here. Come grab that. So watch this. You remember how we went from A to B there? We're going to do the same thing from B to E. So B is 18 units. Okay, so we've got, think about this, we've got 18 units squared. That's with these 4 here. Now I'm sticking 1 on the side there, so I'm going to minus 1. That gives me to 17. And then I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces for that one. So plus 5. So that's 22. So E should be 22 units squared. Or E. And then F, oops, 22 units squared. So F up here, what do we have? Well, we have E, and then we've stuck 1 more on. So we subtract 1 and add 5, or we just add 4. So 22 plus 4 is 26 units. Okay? All right, any other questions about number 4 there? Okay. Let's take a look at number 5 then. Number 5 asks you, what's the surface area when you stick, if you have 3 in a row like this and you stick a number 4 on top of each indicated cube. So if you stick it here on top of cube 1, or if you stick it here, what's the surface area? Or if you stick it here, what's the surface area of the whole thing? So is anybody at 5 yet? Let's take a look at 5. I'm going to just copy this here. Okay, so for 5, if we stick number 4 on top of this one, right, we have, it looks like this. Okay. And so what is going to be the surface area of this new one? Well, we have 3 on the front, 3 on the back. We're going to have 1, 2 on the side. We're going to have 1, 2, 3 on the top. We're going to have 1 on the side. And then did I count the bottom yet? 3, 3. No, and the bottom is another 3. 12, 15. Does that look right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I'm missing the, I am still missing the bottom, aren't I? 15, 18? Plus 3? 18.
Yeah, look at the shape that it did before.
Yeah, and we did one of those in 4, didn't we? So that's like this one, B. Yeah, so B. So we got 18 units squared. Good. So 18, pull that up, put it down here, same thing. 18, pull it up, put it down, 18, okay? Because we've only, when in moving this, we've only ever covered one surface, right? All right, so it's the same thing. So why are the areas in part A equal? Well, they're all, whoops. Because when we move them, we still only cover the same number of surfaces. So these are 18, 18, and 18. I'll just draw that for you and move that around again. So when you move it to there, same number of surfaces covered, and over here, same number of surfaces covered. All right. All right, a similar question, number 6. Determine the surface area of composite object by placing cube 5 on top of each indicated cube. So if you place cube 5 on top of cube 1, it's going to be touching 2 surfaces there, right? So it's going to be a little bit different. If you place it on top of cube 2, it's going to be touching 2 surfaces there. Same as on number 1. And then, but if you put it on top of cube 3, it's now only touching this one surface. So these 3 should be different. I'll let you work with your cube links on that one. And then why are they not equal? Just because of what I just said there. So they touch 2 surfaces, and then just touching 1 surface. All right, so this is number 8. This is just like the skating rink example we did a couple days ago. And we have a main block, and then we have something attached to it. So let's work on this one. Oh. All right, so let's do this. We don't have to do a net if you don't want to. You could do a net, but let's see if we can keep track of this. So we've got 5 times 2 here, right, for this one. So area 1 is going to be, let's do this area 1. So I've got front side and back side. So surface area total is going to be equal to 2 area 1s. Okay. So let's do it this way. Let's do a running total. So 2 times 10. We know that's 10, right? So area 1 and area backside there is all taken care of. Okay. Now what about the sides? The sides are going to be the same, so we're going to add 3 times 2, right? 2 times 6, so that's the sides. We got the front, the back, and the sides. I guess it's just an object sitting in space, so we should do the bottom as well. So that's going to be 5 times 3 for the bottom. 5 times 3. Now the top gets a little tricky because we have 3 here. This is 3, same as this one, times 5. So we'll go 3 times 5. But we have to be careful because we have to subtract the stuff, the part that's overlapping, right? So that is 2 times 1. So that's going to be minus 2 times 1. So that is the exposed region of the top. I'll just highlight that a little bit. So that's the exposed region of the top. Does that look good? And of course behind there. So 15 minus 2. That's what we have for the top. Okay. Plus, now we'll start to focus on the surfaces of this top yellow part, which is going to be 2 times 1 times 2. So 2 times 2 times 1. That's the front side and the back side. And then we've got the 2 sides, which is going to be what? 1 by, the height is 1. So plus 2 times 1 times 1. And then the top side, right? Which is another 2 times 1. 2 times 1. So yeah. So the front, the back, and the top are all the same. Okay, anything we're missing there? So we didn't cover the overlap spot. That's great. And if you just want to keep track of, not counting that and make sure you subtract it from the top, you're going to be just fine. So let's see. We get 20 plus 12 here plus 15 here plus 15 minus 2 is 13. So that's taken care of. Plus 2 times 2 times 1 is 4. Good. Plus 2 times 1 times 1 is just 2. Plus 2. So let's check. So that adds up to 68, and the units are centimeters, and it's an area, right? So all of these numbers we added up are actually centimeters squared. Surface area total. Perfect. All right, any questions about that? No? All right. I'm going to let you guys work on the rest of the assignment here. You've got about 15, 17 minutes or so of class. So I'll let you work on that. If you have any questions, you can let me know, but see if you can get that all done. So you have any homework over the holidays.
No.